There was once a young man named Daniel. He lived in a small town surrounded by hills and rivers, where everyone seemed to know exactly what they wanted from life, except him. Every morning, Daniel would wake up early and walk to the same old bridge that crossed the river. He would stand there for hours, watching the water rush below. He wasn't lazy, he just didn't know which direction to go in. One day, as he stood on the bridge, an old woman approached him. She wore a faded green shawl, her hands wrinkled from years of work, and her eyes calm like a quiet river. She asked, "Why do you stand here every day, son?" Daniel sighed, "Because I don't know what to do with my life. Everyone seems to have a path, a job, a goal, a dream, but I have none." The old woman smiled gently. "Do you see this river?" she asked. Daniel nodded. "This bridge didn't exist years ago," she said. "People crossed the river by stepping on stones. Some slipped, some turned back, some made it. But one man, just one, believed there could be a bridge even before it was built." Daniel frowned. But how could he believe in something he couldn't see? "Because," the woman said softly, "faith is not about seeing the bridge. It's about building it, step by step, even when the fog hides the other side." Daniel stared at her, unsure what to say. But something inside him shifted. That night, he couldn't sleep. The woman's words kept echoing in his mind. Build the bridge. The next morning, he picked up a notebook and began writing. One idea, one goal, one dream at a time. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. He failed many times. He doubted himself more times than he could count. But every time he wanted to give up, he remembered that invisible bridge and kept building. Years later, Daniel stood again at that same river. But this time, he wasn't the confused young man who once stared into the water. He was a teacher, a mentor, and a writer, helping others find their path. He smiled and whispered to the wind, "Now I see the bridge." And from that day on, he promised to help others build theirs, even when they couldn't see it yet. Because sometimes, the most powerful bridges are the ones we build inside ourselves.